Today I'd like to change gears. I'm going to be discussing areas of personal development and how important that is to me. When I was growing up, in my junior and senior high years, I did very little reading for pleasure. I did whatever I was forced to do, but didn't absorb any additional material from books. After I graduated from optometry school and the following years, and I found out I had a vision problem which kept me from doing a lot of my reading. But that's a story for another time. What I want to do is discuss several books on personal development which I think are really important. The first one is Dale Carnegie's book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. This is probably one of the first ones written, and was written in like 1930s. And it's important because it tells you how to deal with people. Becoming genuinely interested in people. Using their name frequently so it shows an interest. Becoming genuinely interested in their interests. It is so important to me, both as a doctor and with my patients, because I became a better listener, I became a better doctor. And they were also very receptive to this. But it also was very important as far as my staff was concerned, because to be able to actually show interest in my employees, we have a practice right now where everybody really gets along extremely well. There's no attitudes within the office. Everybody generally wants to see the other person succeed and do well. And it's such also, that book, a very easy read. Another great book that I've come across and that I've read several times, and by the way, I do read these books several times because you get something different out of it each time you read it, is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Basically goal setting. Basically, what's that chief aim that you want in life and how to go about getting it. Persistence is so important when dealing with goals. And he goes into this whole rendition of how to basically improve yourself. And Napoleon Hill would be an authority on this because he was commissioned by Andrew Carnegie to interview the top people in the world in finance. People like Henry Ford, people like Rockefeller, individuals like Westinghouse, and so forth. So this was a great read for me also. Again, getting something out of it. How Coca-Cola came about, how the success of that company came about. So we were really interested in reading this individual. Another individual, more current, is an individual called Leon Zorev, who wrote the book Mind Sharing. Mind sharing is basically getting information from many people. And what do I mean by that? When he had certain problems, or individuals he refers to had certain problems with health or personality, instead of asking a few experts, he would go onto his Facebook where he had 500 or 600 individuals and get the opinions of them. And the opinions of many is actually more important than the opinions of a few experts. And they were able to diagnose medical conditions just by posting some of the symptoms online. Another individual who I have a lot of respect for, and I've listened to online, listened to him through his tapes in his magazine, is Darren Hardy's Success magazine. Success interviews the top people in the world, from John Maxwell, Tony Robbins, and individuals in finance, individuals in personal development. And it is such a tremendous read that I get so much out of this. But more importantly, I'm able to share this with a lot of my patients and tell them what they should be reading, what they should be doing. Individuals in college who might be down on themselves, what am I going to do? There is so much information out there. Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Individuals, again, goes into how to develop yourself. and so forth. And another individual who I have a lot of respect for is an individual named Goober who wrote the book Tell to Win. Telling a great story is the most important thing you can do as an individual. Telling a story about yourself, telling a story about other people, how they succeeded and so forth. Much better than watching a PowerPoint, much better than reading through handouts. Telling a story is a wonderful book and can really affect yourself and your own development as an individual. There are so many other individuals also that I can refer to, and a lot of them you can find online. Once you find one individual, you can usually find other individuals who are involved with personal development. Individuals like Les Brown, individuals like Robin Sharma, individuals like Brendan Burchard, who wrote the book Leading the Charged Life. Tremendous individuals. I can go on and on, but for right now, I'm going to leave it off right here.